Samsung is launching some interesting camera innovations on the oddest smartphone thinkable. Apple confirms that Face ID will continue to have some restrictions at the moment, and we get some interesting details and deals for the Google Pixel 2 on Verizon. I'm Jaime Rivera, and this video is pre-recorded AF, as by the time the video goes live, I'll be traveling like crazy. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals that are extremely interesting. The Google Pixel 2 XL is one of my favorite phones. The Google Pixel 2 is one of Juan's. And for those of you in the market, Verizon currently has it with $300 off, regardless of which variant. And if you also get that deal, you can also get the Google Home for half the price. That is crazy. $300 off is just crazy. I suggest you learn more in the description. Other interesting news have to do with something we reported a couple of days ago. Remember that Microsoft Edition Samsung Galaxy Note 8 that was $930 and had a ton of things that were Microsoft being sold at the Microsoft store? Well, we just got confirmation from Samsung that this is not a Samsung Microsoft Galaxy Note 8. It's just a Note 8 that's preloaded with some Microsoft software, but there's really nothing more to that. And I don't even understand the purpose of the statement other than you can currently get a ton of buy one, get one free deals for the Note 8, and you would still have to pay $930 for this Note. So yeah. And speaking of Microsoft, a very interesting twist today is that the Microsoft Edge browser has now left the beta for both iOS and Android. You can download it and use it. The interesting part is that I'm still not exactly sure what differentiates it. There are a ton of things that differentiate Edge on Windows 10, and I still don't use it. I prefer Chrome. But, you know, it leads me to ask you, do you use third-party launchers, or do you stick to Chrome and Safari on iOS? Because that's usually what I do. And for those of you that want to add somebody else to your way of unlocking the iPhone X through Face ID, though I don't know exactly why you would ever do that, but a couple just wrote Craig Federici recently and asked, when is that functionality going to be added, as you have that functionality with Touch ID where one person adds one finger and the other can add another, and you have a limit of 5 fingers, I believe. Well, Craig responded that that whole thing of various users to unlock an iPhone was never really the intention in allowing various fingers for Touch ID, and therefore we shouldn't expect that to be a feature for Face ID. It's just one face and that's going to be it. And I think that that's the less creepy way to do it, and just give somebody else your PIN if you want that. And finally, the very interesting news today have to do with Samsung and their announcement of the W2018 flip phone. And I know you're already scratching your heads over why is this the hot news today. The flip phones rarely leave China or Japan, but this one isn't special because, well, we've got this interesting camera that has fixable aperture. You can fix it between f1.5, it's currently not available on any smartphone, all the way up to f2.4. And then the selfie camera has f1.9 aperture, which is, not necessarily something that we expect from a phone that we don't consider to be high-end, even though the specs are kind of high-end. And this is rather interesting. It means that Samsung brings this really interesting innovation to camera technology, and it actually leads me to the question today: would you like that fixable aperture option to reach the Galaxy S9? Because in my case, I would love that, because there are certain photos that I was able to take with the Galaxy S6 on f1.8 that I can't take with f1.7 or f1.6, just too much light. Like, for example, taking photos of the crescent moon. So I would love to be able to dial that up or down without necessarily manual controls and do it just, with hardware. But hey, leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel by hitting this button up here. You can also watch last week's Pocketnow Daily up here and our review of the Google Pixel 2 XL down here. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you hopefully tomorrow.